Hi everyone, it's me, KP. I'm here in my studio, the Moon and the Maker, for our last session, really, of the Imperfect Journal. Finally, we're wrapping it up a little bit late, but in perfect time, if I must say myself. Anyway, no, I'm here to just sort of add some finishing touches. It might not still be all the way finished because I like to leave some space in my journals for future entries or just things that I feel might fit in or bits that I might run across in the future. As many of you know, this journal excuse me, was inspired by this book, Love for Imperfect Things. And I also, during the time that I was still reading this book and also putting this journal together with and for you, I also received this book as a gift. So this is something I also want to read, and then maybe I will incorporate it, or who knows, maybe I'll do another journal altogether. Anyway, like I said, so I call them finishing touches, but they might not be all the way finished. Anyway, I've gathered, I want to show you page by page my journal as it stands now. And I want to show you some bits that I've gathered, not only through creating the actual pages for this class, but also just little bits of art that I may have had in the studio, you know, from whenever. So most things I did not attach yet, but these are things that I want to attach. And then I have some extra things, and I'm sure much of this you recognize from the actual videos, okay? Then a few things maybe not, like these are some stickers that I had from Tisha Moore, who helped inspire the actual physical journal. And just some other little, like I said, leftover pieces and bits of business. So hopefully I can remember where I'm going to put everything, but I do want to show you again sort of my journal as it stands right now. Okay, so here we go. This is the front flap, and then this is one of the pages that opens, which of course you could put either way, so it sort of depends on how you want it to look when you open it. Okay, and then this is my pocket. So I had already sort of mapped out some things I wanted to do. And again, this was just a piece that I had done, I think, for some other demo, maybe the demo that I did for RubberMoon. And I really like this piece on here. So, of course, I am going to use my PVA glue, which I did not pull out. So give me a second. I thought it was always sitting on my table, but alas, it was not. So I'm just going to squeeze a little bit of my PVA glue out onto my silicone mat. I am going to, usually I use my finger, to be honest, but I think I'll try to be a little civilized and use a brush. I just need to use a brush that I don't really care that much about, actually. I'm going to use this silicone pastry brush. And of course, it's often nice if you feel like you may smear something, if you get yourself a nice piece of like scrap paper, something clean and dry that you can put over the top and smooth with, so you don't have to use your hand, or even a clean, dry paper towel will work. And I have a fortune cookie, Fortune, that I am going to also apply to the page. All right, and I'm just going to keep going. Unfortunately, I have a terrible memory, and I do often recommend that you put, that you take a picture or you put numbers on your paper. because now I can't remember what oh yes, I was going to put this here. And I think you'll recall that this was from an earlier video. Silicone brush is really great to use because it won't ruin it. I can wash it out easily and it won't ruin my good brushes. If you want to have a little bit more control over it, you can trim down the little whiskers, the little brushes. So anyway, I'm just going to go ahead and figure out where I want things glued in, and I'm going to do that, okay? Well, I thought this was really fun. I have this piece here, and I don't know if you recall, but I had it's a piece of 90-pound hot press watercolor paper, and I had watercolored on both sides. So I thought it would be really fun, since this is a black and white page, to put this black and white over here and then just fold this up and also use it as a little pocket. So I have a optional of doing it that way or doing it this way. I think I still like it this way better. So I'm going to just fold that. I'm going to run a little bit of glue on the sides here to turn it into a pocket. And not only do I get a nice pocket, but I get a really nice look, you know, and it fits in really well with my other pages, and it just works. The cool thing is that now I could actually glue this on to 3 sides here and have a double pocket. So I could have a pocket here and here, which is what I'm going to do. A small bead of glue along 3 sides only. I'll plop it right down there. That way, I wanted to put it down a little bit further on the page so that way I have room still here up at the top. Okay, and so now again I can keep my little stickers there, and maybe I have something else that I want to go up inside here. Maybe this little card could go up in there. So you see how you can sort of layer that. That's kind of fun. And then this is my little vegan sticker, so we'll put that there. And that looks really nice, and that's one thing I like to call a finishing touch, right? So again, I'm just going to continue to glue my pages. I wanted to show you this though. I had some leftover strips from making my little pockets and envelopes, and I thought that that would look really nice, sort of break up this flap a little bit. Or of course I can just use a portion of something here and still have some space left to journal in. So these bits of canvas make really nice little extras, or you could also use it, of course, as sort of a bookmark, if you will. If I put it that way, then later, if I wanted to, I could, you know, use it as a little fold over or something like that. Anyway, you get the idea. Pretty fun, fun, fun. All right, so I'm just going to keep going. I keep saying that and then I keep stopping because I'm just enjoying the process. This was another one that I did for one of the demos, and I thought it looked really nice mounted right on there. Is that weird, like double layering it like that? I don't know. I have another one also that could go. Or I could leave it. I think this will go here. Definitely. Oh, I really like this. I don't know if it goes in here anywhere though. Let's see. Maybe here. Or maybe there. I kind of like that on that page. And this maybe here with something under it. I don't know. Um, Goodness. I had it all laid out and now I'm just sort of, I think I'm just now playing around. Do I want another pocket there? I don't know. No, I think, let's see, now you can't even see this on camera because of how long it is, so maybe like that. I like that spread. What do you think? I'm talking to you like I'm live. But this is my thought process behind putting it all together. I just want my pages to flow nicely, to have some unity and variety, but yet also, say what I want to say. And these last few are going to be, I think, the hardest. So I'm just going to, again, take it page by page, okay? So I'm going to start here at the beginning. So I think this pocket will go here. And so this is kind of cool. What I did was I actually photocopied a couple of the pages that I marked and wrote on in the book, and I just cut them out real crudely and am keeping them in there. And I probably will go through and add a few more of my favorite quotes. Even on this page would be fun to get a paint marker and write some things around the outside. And so I still may do that as part of my finishing touch. I'm going to put this as a special sticker given to me by my friend, and I'm going to keep that in here also. Really like the way that looks. So here's my first spread with this third page open. Of course, if I have that page closed, then it looks like this. And of course, I am still also debating on having some bits of canvas to sort of help break up these flaps, but I don't know. I may still, again, just want to write something on there or do some stamping on there. All right, so my next page, if I open it this way and then this way. So I'm still sort of after something here on this third page. And I do like the way this looks, although I really liked it mounted on here, but I feel like I don't really need anything else on there. I just kind of like the way that looks, you know? So maybe I can, oh, I don't know. I'm going off screen again. I should have raised my camera up, I guess, for this sesh. Just not feeling that. I kind of like that, okay. I don't know. I still, oh, I have this piece also. Well, it gets harder and harder as you go, I think, sometimes. And I don't really want to overthink it. I do like that there. And maybe this is fine, but just the way it is. So that's what I'm going to do, I think. And then this moon, I really like that moon there. So that's what's happening. Though I like the moon on this page, and maybe this. You know what? I'm going to cut this. Let's see. So I'm going to cut this in half. Where it doesn't have to be exactly in half. And again. All right, so forget that. I'm just going to use my scissors now. Good enough. Okay. I think I'm going to like that. And I'm going to glue this in. I think it's very appropriate for me in my journal to have a moon next to my portrait. And this was just, I think, just a moon that I have painted a while ago. So of course, anything that you have in your studio is fair game. You know, don't feel like it has to all be created in this class to go in this journal. Of course not. This is one wonderful thing about journaling is you can put little bits of yourself, of your art, of your past art. You can incorporate it. You can learn from it. You can be allowed to be imperfect. Not that you're not allowed anyway, but you know, it's a nice place to let yourself go. Scooch you over to this page now. This paper right here on this little strip that I'm trying to glue down is a little bit thicker, so it takes a little more just tenacity to make sure that it stays down. So I want to, you know, get a nice decent amount of glue, and I want to make sure that I really get it on all the edges and everything, because I don't want it popping up. But I also don't want the glue too thick because I don't want it squishing out everywhere. So I really like the way I frame that, and I think it's a really cute way to sort of address, you know, dressing up a page, a little finishing touch. All right, so let me go through it again. Oh, I still have this page back here, which kind of thought I liked this, but it might be a little big, so I might trim it down just a little bit also. I'm going to have to just put this in the pocket. This was so funny when I spelled luxuries wrong. I really don't want to get rid of it, but I don't know that it has an actual place in my journal now. I am going to put this on here, but I don't necessarily have a piece that's going over it yet. I don't know. But like I said, it's okay if it's not 100%, you know, completed, because I still would like to add to this in the future. I got this a little bit too wet, so I'm going to mop it up a bit. All right, let's go through it one more time and see how it's doing. Oops, let's see. This, I guess I did not stick down yet. Oopsie. And that's why we go back through with all these little flaps. It sort of can be tricky sometimes. All right, so again, I'm just going to do a quick flip through and show you all the pages. And then, of course, as I continue to finish up my little flaps or add other little bits, I will take pictures and share them here on the class page and also in our Facebook group, which I intend to keep open. So let's just take a quick run through one more time. All right, here is my Imperfect journal. So excited to have it all like put together now and be able to go in and just add a few last things. So here we go.